I'll be showing you how to make royal icing. You can use this to decorate cookies, biscuits and cakes. So to start off, you're going to need 1 egg white, and you're going to need some icing sugar. You need about 225 grams, and you're just going to whisk the egg white just to break it up a bit. So you don't need to whisk it too much. And I know the egg white looked a bit red before, but I can promise you it was white. Okay, so it just looks like this, and then we're going to add some of the icing sugar, and you want to sieve this in so you don't get any lumps, also known as confectioner's sugar and powdered sugar. Okay, so just sieve that in, and we're going to mix this up. Okay, just mix it around slightly just before you start whisking it, and it stops a big cloud of icing sugar everywhere. And you just want to mix this for a few minutes until it's all mixed together, so it's all nice and smooth, and then gradually add the rest of the icing sugar. This may take a few minutes. You don't want to rush it because you don't want really runny icing. And try not to get it everywhere like I did. Like I say, this is the best form of icing I like to use because you can use it for pipe work and it dries hard quite quickly, and you can keep it in the fridge for a couple of days as well if you don't use it all. That's really easy to change colour. Okay, so what you want is this kind of consistency where it keeps its shape when you lift it out, when you lift the whisk out of the bowl. I think it's called soft peaks. And yes, then it's ready to start piping. So you can put it in a piping bag straight away, or you can colour it. If you're going to colour it, you want to separate it out into however many colours you want. I'm just going to do 3 colours. Well, white's just going to stay white. And the best food colouring to use again is the gel food colouring, and you just need a little bit of this because it's so purely white. You only need a little bit to turn it whatever colour you want. If you use a water one, you might need to add a bit more icing sugar because it might make it a bit more runny. Okay, so just mix in the food colouring and you're ready to go. Okay, so when you've done that, I always find it easier using a glass. You need a piping bag with a tip, and if you don't have a tip, you can just use a plain piping bag, and you just snip off a little bit at the end to create what would be the tip. Okay, so basically just put your piping bag with the tip inside the glass and pull the top bit over the edge. This is just so it's easier to scoop the icing in, so I can't do it one-handedly. Okay, so you just want to scoop all that in and then twist the bag up. There's a few ways how people twist the bags, and I'll show you a couple after I've done this. Okay, so once you've done that, you pull the icing bag, the piping bag out. You want to shake up a bit. You want to put the icing, like make sure it's nice and firmly down, not so it's coming off the edge. You just fold the sides over and roll it down, and some people hold their bags like that. I personally don't, but some people find that more comfortable. And another way is just to twist the top of it. This is how I feel more comfortable, because then you can just carry on twisting it so the icing bag stays full. And like I say, if you don't have a tip, you can just literally cut off a tiny bit at the end depending on how big you want the hole, and that forms a ready-made tip. So again, you just do the same, push it down and twist it. Not to twist it too hard though, because you don't want the icing to come out squirting out the end. So as you can see, that'll come out like it would if there was a tip on there. Okay, so now you're ready for decorating. So just go ahead, get your cake, cookies, whatever you want, and then just start piping. Decorate how you want. I've seen loads of other tutorials of how to do different piping techniques on YouTube, so I'd go and check those out. And have fun doing it. I'd like to see some of your creations. And let me know if you like baking tutorials or not, because I don't think they've been getting very many views on my channel, so I might not do any more. So let me know what you guys want. Okay? Thank you! Happy baking! Bye!